Hi, welcome back to K-pop Appreciation. My name is Simon, and today we're going to be appreciating STAYC's debut song, "So Bad." If you're new to the channel, this isn't a first-time reaction kind of deal. I have watched this video many times already. Yeah, what we're going to do here instead is we're going to watch the video twice. First time without any interruption. I won't pause or anything. I might make a comment here or there. And then the second time when we watch it, I definitely will pause at certain points to share my thoughts and feelings about the music, choreography, the video production, etc. Okay. I don't know a lot about STAYC. I know that they just debuted like 2 weeks ago. I think it was like November 12th, something like that. November's been a busy month for K-pop. Yeah, I think their agency is like brand new as well. Although their producers, it's Black Eyed Pilsung. I think that's how you say it. They're a famous producer, group. I don't think it's just one guy. I think it's like 3 guys or 2 guys or something. Yeah, and they're pretty famous in the Korean in the K-pop scene. So yeah, yeah. So it's 6 girls. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to stand out right now in K-pop since the market is so saturated. I remember when I checked out the video, I was impressed. I was like, wow, they got a shot at like standing out and surviving. It breaks my heart to say this, but a lot of groups like they debut and then you never hear from them again. I can think of a few groups like that. Yeah, it's an unfortunate reality of the market. Anyway, but listen, let's just check out the song and the video. Here we go. Here's STAYC's "So Bad." So that synth and keyboard so far is kind of following the trend, the retro trend of 2020 for K-pop. Although I wouldn't call this a retro song though. Has retro-esque elements, I would argue. I like her voice. Very distinct. Alright, now we got our chorus, which we'll be talking about later. Wow. This pre-chorus build-up. This set is interesting. I'll discuss later why I find it interesting, that particular set. This one, yeah, this set here. I unfortunately don't know any of the names of the girls. So in my research, I found out that Stacy. First, I thought, okay, it's an interesting name. I always think there's a great song called "Stacy's Mom." Stacy's mom's got it going on, which that it made me think of that song. Anyway, but no, but I found out that there. So I checked out their live performances on music shows, and there was on this one program. I don't really call it. It's not really a music show. It's Arirang Simply K-pop, which is really good because they broadcast to an international audience, so everything's automatically subtitled. And the girls had introduced themselves, or they said the name of their album, and what is so it's Star to a Young Culture, which is, and Stacy is the acronym of that. I'm like, oh, that's genius. That makes complete sense. So because I was like, I don't know, when I first saw the group's name, like, okay, at least Stacy, they'll put the C at the end to make it different and edgy. I don't know, but yeah, no, it stands for Star to a Young Culture because they want to be ambassadors of the new generation of youth or something. Yeah. So yeah, so my impressions initially when I checked out the video, the first verse completely lost me. Like I was completely unengaged and not interested. Being upfront with all of you, when that chorus hit, it hit me like a wrecking ball. Sorry, Miley Cyrus. Uh, yeah, and it came out of nowhere. I didn't expect that melodic shift, and I wasn't expecting it. And I was like, wow, I really like that chorus. And then so like I started to become invested now. But I remember after watching the video the first time, I was thinking to myself, you know what, this is a pass for me. I'm not gonna put it on my playlist. And then like I was watching, I forgot what music show it was, but actually I was looking for aespa, the new SM girl group, right? And they were performing on a music show because they just debuted as well. And then like I forgot to hit, like once they were done, I forgot to like stop YouTube, but it auto played to something else, which was Stacy's stage on Music Bank. I think it was Music Bank. I can't remember now. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, and I really liked their choreo and their stage presence, and I don't know. At that point, I was more invested. So yeah, and then because of that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give the song a shot because sometimes, there have been songs I have initially hated. Well, hate's a strong word. Like I was like very blasé towards, like, what's an example? Red Velvet. Red Velvet's Zimzalabim. I could not. I was just like, no, I don't hate it, but I'm not gonna go on my way to listen to it. But after like 3 months, like it would be on like passive rotation. I was addicted to Zimzalabim. And so I admit for myself personally, maybe you're not the same. Sometimes I have to listen to a song multiple times until it clicks with me. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so all right, let's just watch it again. This. I remember when I first heard this, I'm like, oh man, are we gonna go for? I mean, if they're doing retro, they better like hit it with like the whole retro. And again, I said earlier, I don't think this is a retro song. It has retro-esque elements. I mean, because of that synth as well. Okay, I don't know if we should talk. No, I'm not gonna talk about this right now. Remember this backdrop. Okay, right there. So here, this whole effect, it's very 80s-esque. Hold on. Right there. Like the resolution isn't very sharp. It's almost like that cheesy neon effect that you see in a lot of 80s special effects. Okay? But I was like, okay, I'm here for this. Why not? So I like this set here. I like how it's very glittery. Someone like nailed it with a glitter bomb and everything. I don't know. You may think that's super basic, but sometimes it's the simple things that work for me. So Yeah, I think so. And you could tell there's like a disco ball on the ceiling or something. I don't know. It's nature but futuresque, because I think you got the faux palm trees. I'm pretty sure those are fake palm trees. So, but I love it. So it's an interesting start to the song that this particular young lady, how she goes with it. I mean, it's not like super hard hitting, but it's not like fun poppy. It's not like bubblegum factory pop either. Right here. Yeah, she's got like a little bit of an attitude to her singing. And I'm like, okay. I like that effect in the video there, where, hold on. Right there. For some reason, I just thought it was cool to do. And, it makes sense for a debut song as well. You want to introduce the public to the girls, right? And, obviously it's K-pop, although these young ladies are very attractive women. Yeah. Oh, I like the emoji. Again, and that's going to be a theme, if you notice. They're going to do the emoji or like the Instagram filter for one, yeah, like that. It's like, okay, so it's this subtle hint, right? Or maybe it's not so subtle. Like, okay, we're a fun group, but we're a little dangerous as well. We've got a little bit of an attitude. I'm like, okay. That hot pink backdrop disturbed me for a while. Not gonna lie, yeah, it bothered me a little bit. So with this pre-chorus build-up, I again, like I told you earlier, it's like, again, when I first heard this, I was like, yeah. And the pre-chorus build-up, I was like, okay, they're gonna break it down a little bit, fine. And then all of a sudden, bam! I was like, what? Just listening to that melody and her voice, I was like, wow. Okay. Alright. So, I haven't figured out why. I always like to reflect. Simon, why didn't you like it upon first listen through? Or why didn't it wow you immediately until the chorus? And then even after you heard it, you're like, I'm kind of sold, but you need to listen to it multiple times. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is just how my brain operates. Okay. Wait. Alright, I don't know if you noticed that. I'm not going to try to exact pause. So, okay. So, this whole desolate landscape for the chorus in this video shot does not work for me. I was not a fan. And that lightning bolt in the background I thought was super cheesy. I still think it's super cheesy. So when I close my eyes and I hear this chorus, it's perfect. When I watch them perform this on music shows, this chorus I think is perfect, okay? I'm not a fan of this particular backdrop. For some reason, and again, maybe this is just me, I was thinking, man, this particular set belongs to an Everglow music video. Okay, it's something I'd see the 6 girls in Everglow dancing to. I don't know. I think there was, in terms of creative control or creative direction, I think there was a disconnect between like the composition of the song and the direction of the music video. Again, strictly my opinion. If you think this is like the best thing ever in a music video, then you know what? I respect that. Okay, but for me, it did not work. But okay, video aside, because okay, here's that pre-chorus. So bad. Oh my god. I love that chorus. I can listen to it non-stop. Very catchy. And they have nice voices. They can sing. I'm not sure what it is about the chorus, if it's the accelerated arpeggiated synth, or I just don't know. But or maybe it's juxtaposed, or not just, well, immediately preceding it was that, slightly stripped down pre-chorus, right? But when that chorus hit, for some reason, when I first heard it, I just got chills. So I love the chorus. There we go. Okay. her voice is very deep, and I'm very curious. I'm extremely curious now for subsequent comebacks. Is this young lady's vocal tone, was it just specific to this song, or is she gonna be singing in that range, for forever? I'm super curious about that. Like, it almost reminds me like she's trying to imitate. There's a group called G Idol, and one of their singers, Wookie. Wookie has a very deep, she's a depth of tone to her vocal style, which I personally like. So and I just kind of got those vibes. Who's another one that kind of sings like in a more deeper tone? Moonbyul from Mamamoo as well. So I'm interested to see if this young lady's range. So I don't think it's bad. I like it. I dig it. I like the set here only because the girls have like silver glittery things on their body. It's in they're sparkly dresses, silver, and the backdrop is like silver sparkly things. So I'm like, okay, I'm here for this. You know what I like about this pre-chorus? Now that I think about it, hold on. Okay, you can hear it. That ching 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 ching. It's that kind of like those like bell, ding 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 ding. Boom. Ah. Their voices, with the counterpoint of the instrumentation in the background. Oh, I love it. I don't know anything about these girls. They look super young. I would be surprised if any of them was like over the age of 22. Now I'm super curious. Like, are they only like 17, 18? How young is their maknae? Which is the youngest in the group. I don't know. I'm of two minds about this. I was recently watching a documentary. Not a documentary. It's a show called Miss Back. It's about these female idol singers that maybe didn't have a great career, and they're kind of like semi-retired, or they left their group. And one of the idols, her name is Sarah Ryu of Nine Muses. She's talking about like in their first video they had to do like super sexy, sultry like moves in their video, and some of the girls were like way too young to do those moves. Like they were still in high school and they were crying, and I'm thinking, it's kind of a problem, really. So I'm not saying this is happening here. I think earlier we saw like the age rating was 12 up. Yeah, it's a teenage, a little teenage like rebellious anthem-esque kind of song. I mean, it's about love, obviously. But yeah, hopefully their company's taking care of them. So. I'm sorry, I hate that backdrop so much. This is fine. This one's here. This one's okay. I hated I don't know if you saw it earlier. There were like fireballs, like shooting stars falling from the sky. I hated that part. I'm sorry. The music is great. My only issue is with that particular set. Okay? Yeah, I think the girls are great. Yeah. I love. You can hear the vocal. I'm sure you heard the ad libs going on in the background. Hold on. Right, I see. I don't know if you can hear it right now. Right here, yeah. That was solid. It's a solid song. Yeah, I wish them well. Seriously, it's a tough market, but they're getting some hype, so good for them. In any case, yeah. All right. Well, listen. If you're American, right now it's November 27th. So yeah, if you're American, you had Thanksgiving yesterday. I hope you had a healthy and safe Thanksgiving. Um, you know, the rest of you enjoy I hope you have a great weekend. I appreciate all of your time. Thank you for spending the last 21 minutes of your life with me. Okay. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and be good to each other. I'll catch you all later. Take care. Bye bye.